while high-speed discs might not help you throw further, there are a few discs that will actually help you play better disc golf. But before I tell you which discs they are, let me explain a little bit. Now, I've talked about this a little bit on my channel already, but if you want to be good at disc golf, you need to be throwing understable discs. Now, there's a few reasons for this. One, it'll help you throw clean form, because if you can't throw these clean, then these are just going to turn over and not do much for you at all. And second, an understable disc is probably the most versatile disc in the game of disc golf, because you can throw just about any line with them. You can have them just throw a deep hyzer, have them hold that hyzer, have them flip up and just fly a dead straight line. You can even have it turn over or hold a long ante line high in the air. You can do just about anything with it. And when you're able to control those different angles and throw it clean on those different angles, you'll be able to have just a ton more different shots when you do go back to those more stable discs in your bag. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to have understable discs in your bag to be good, but it does mean if you can't throw these discs on all those different lines, you might have some gaps in your game and you could benefit from it. Now, there's a pretty common piece of advice that's going around in disc golf right now, and that is to just throw one angle, just throw like a slight hyzer, mainly flat, and just throw that angle all the time, and you just want to change the disc in order to get the different flights and just always throw that. Now, I get where they're coming at. If you only have to throw that one angle, just that slight hyzer, you can just practice that one angle, master that one angle, and that's all you have to worry about. It's more simple. While that may be good for beginners, I would argue that it would be better to just give them one understable disc, like the Meteor, for example, and then they would have to learn all the different angles and how to control a disc. They can learn how a disc flies, what it does at different angles and all of that. And if you do that, you're going to be a more well-rounded disc golfer. But that's just my 2 cents on that topic. Plus, you'll be able to do more with less. So you'll be able to do a lot more with just a few discs in your bag rather than just having just a ton of different discs and complicating things that way. Hold on 1 second. It's getting hot. Ugh. Which, a DDO's coming up, so who's playing in that? I'm not. I've got something else to be at that week, but it's a blast. You should go if you... There's probably not even any spots left, but anyways, a few discs that I would recommend for doing this with. The first one, like I said before, the Meteor. This is a great mid-range, not just for beginners, but like some pros throw it too. Like Brody Smith throws one, and I don't know if you've seen Brody throw. That guy just absolutely crushes. Like, you can say what you want about just him in general or just his abilities. He can bomb a disc, and if he's can throw a Meteor, then it's not going to be too overstable for you. But yeah, you can shape this on whatever different line that you can. It feels a little shallow for my liking, but you might like a shallower mid. If you like shallower mids, check out the Meteor. But that's a great one. And all of these are for just any skill levels. Like, I've seen people who can throw over 400 feet that still need to learn how to throw clean and control their angles a lot more, and they'd be a lot better at disc golf. This isn't just for I'm learning how to throw. So the second one I would say would be a Maverick from Dynamic Discs. This thing is great. It feels comfortable in the hand. It's a little bit deeper, so if you don't like shallower discs, this will be a little bit better for you. And you can control it on just a lot of different lines. This one's a little bit domey, but it glides a lot more because of that. It's just a really nice all-around disc. And then the third one is, in my opinion, probably one of the most underrated discs on the market, period. It's just gotten forgotten. I don't know why. It's one of the first discs that Dynamic Discs came out with, and that is the Lucid Escape. Now, this one's more for if you have just a faster arm speed, because if you have a slower arm speed, if you're throwing like, I don't know, less than 300, then this is going to be a little stable for you, which, I mean, this would still be a good disc for you to throw, but in terms of like controlling your angles and learning all your different angles and stuff like that and throwing clean, this would be a better one for faster arm speeds. Because I honestly believe like if you can shape all the different lines and control this and all the different lines and angles, then your game will be very good, very good. So check out the Lucid Escape for that. And then the last one is one that I've reviewed recently. It's recently come out, and that's the Era. Again, this is another one where if you have an arm speed for it, then it would be good for shaping and throwing clean, because you can do just about anything with it. But on a deep hyzer, it'll hold that hyzer. Throw it with a slight hyzer, it'll pop up, fly dead straight, maybe turn a little bit, but give you pretty straight flight. Throw it flat, you can have it hold an Annie, or you can just throw a big Annie with it, and it'll hold that pretty far. So, and this one has a comfortable rim. It's nice and deep, but it's not too deep. It's comfortable, and the plastic feels great. So, but yeah, if you can really master any of these discs and control them in all those different lines and angles, then you will have a very well-rounded disc golf game. And these aren't the only ones. These are just 4 suggestions. Like some of you might have some suggestions. Like, let's talk about it in the comments below. But yeah, if you can maneuver any of these discs and throw all the different lines with them, then your game will benefit immensely. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Your guy's bag.